Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Hey guys, I think we're live now. And you see I have Amina here.
Hi.
Super excited to have her here. Let's see who's here. We have, I know Nats is here. See Craig's here. Amanda, Janice. Her here. Let's see who's here. We have, sorry, I had to catch up with the comments. Let's see, D'Angelo's here. And Christine. Hey, Christine. Hey, Heather. Hey, Lauren. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get everything situated here.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, got it. So I can see the comments here. Hi, everyone. Okay, I think I'm sorted now.
Hey, Kwai. Hey, Taffy.
The comments not coming up on your. Okay, got it.
You good? All right. Yeah. You have to switch over to the other tab.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All is good.
All right, guys. So Amina's here because we did something really fun. We sent each other different decants, basically. So I have 5 and she has 5. And hers came with these cute little question marks on them because they're all a mystery. So we sent 5 mystery fragrances to each other. And those were our scents of the day, Monday through Friday this week. So Monday I did number 1, Tuesday, number 2, etc. And same thing for Amina. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go through each of them one by one and share our thoughts, what they smell like to us. Did we like it? What we think about it? And then we're going to take turns revealing what it was. And we'll see what these fragrances were. So I have no idea what they are. Amina has no idea what they are.
Clue. I'm really excited though. I'm really excited because I feel like I had some ups and downs with these. Some I was like, okay, I like these, and others I was like, oh. But I think overall they were all very pleasant. None of them were off-putting.
I tried not to send you anything I thought you would really dislike. So. All right. Hey, JC. Hey, Chris. I didn't trim my hair. I did put toner in it today, so it might look more grayish. I don't know. But I curled it more, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. How's it going? Nice to see you guys. All right. So we're going to get started and just kind of go through numerically. So I'm going to start with number 1.
Yes.
And I'm going to spray on little test strips so I can remind myself. But I took notes. So this one to me right away, I thought this smells like a fougere of some sort.
Okay.
It's what it reminded me of, like a barbershop-y kind of fougere type of scent. Hey, Don. How's it going? Hey, DeAndre. Man.
Hi.
Hey, it's Winter Michelle's is here too. Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys. So in this one, I got I think some citrus and lavender, and I think there might have been not on the paper, but as I was wearing it, I remember thinking it smelled like maybe there was cumin or coumarin in there. I don't know. But that's kind of what I picked up is kind of that, not like old, it doesn't smell like old, but in that style of a fougere barbershop-y kind of fragrance. Yeah. I thought this was pleasant. I recently tried Gravitas, and this, is sort of in a similar vein to me. Okay. And it's not the style that I would normally wear, but I don't dislike it by any means. I do quite like it. I thought it was very pleasant. Didn't last crazy long on me, maybe 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
But that's kind of what I got up on it. I have no clue if I'm right at all.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what I got from it.
I hope that I labeled them correctly because are you sure number 1?
What it says.
Okay. So number 1 is actually a fragrance from a house that's kind of not really talked about. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. And I sent you this one because I know you like boozy scents. And this is supposed to be a boozy scent. And it's by Bon Parfumier 902.
Oh, I've been curious about that house.
So it has, I think it's in French, so that's cool. But it's Armagnac, which is a type of cognac.
Okay.
Blonde tobacco and cinnamon.
Interesting.
So I don't know if you're getting that from it. And now I'm wondering if I maybe didn't label them right.
It's probably, I just don't.
Yeah, but I do totally get what you mean when you said it reminded you of a fougere, because when I first tried it, it reminded me of a typical old school male cologne.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and that could be too, because I smelled that, and then how your perception changes once you associate it with something else. So it could be that none of like literally nothing I just said is actually in there, but because it gave me that vibe, that's kind of what I thought.
There are some spices in there as well. There are some spices. So I think there's some cloves in there. You could say citrus. There's orange as well.
Okay.
So you definitely got that.
So just probably no lavender, but the rest,
no, there's no lavender in it. I'm looking at the notes now just to make sure that I'm accurate.
Hey, Hillary.
But it does have basil and geranium, and those two are typical in fougères.
Right, so that's what it smelled like to me, was a fougère. DeAndre, have you smelled that one? He said that it's a fougère.
Which one?
He said, oh, never mind. He was just saying that's a fougère. Sorry, DeAndre was commenting. I wasn't sure if he'd smelled this one before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Kia, how are you? Hillary's here.
Hi,
Hillary's here and like early. She's like on time.
Oh, Hillary?
Yep.
Yeah, she's always like when we're wrapping up. Like,
okay.
All
right. So tell us about number one for you.
Yeah, number one, I lost the cap, but number one is here. Number one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's number one, I promise.
We trust you.
So I'm a hot mess, Tara, because I had notes. I had notes on all of these, and then I was running late, as I said. So I rushed home. I tried to find them. I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna kind of have to go off of memory, and hopefully that works out. But I just sprayed it on a paper now and started making notes like 2 minutes ago. But this one reminds me of a fragrance that I do have in the opening. It reminded me of YSL Libre. Okay. For some reason. It's a very pleasant scent. I got maybe some citrus. I can't spray it on skin because I wore 5 again today because I loved it so much.
Good. I'm glad you like that one.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, to me, if I had to guess, I would say this is maybe a designer because of the vibe that it's giving me. It's just so uniform that it's really hard for me to pick out any specific notes. Yeah, it's very clean, very pleasant. I also find it quite feminine as well. I think it's nice. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah. But I can see this being worn like every day as like an everyday scent for the office. Very pleasant, it's not off-putting or anything. It's really nice. But it did remind me of YSL's Libre. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So this is, it's a designer. It's like the high-end line though. Okay. And it is from Mugler. And it's called Wonder Bouquet. So this one is known for having a note of brioche, like a bread note that you don't see very often. So it has a brioche note. There's also some hazelnut in there and then florals, which is why it probably leans feminine to you. So I think there's like jasmine and orange blossom maybe. I think there's some vanilla in there too. But yeah, there's a bunch of different florals. And then that brioche is kind of like the standout note in this. Okay. I'm trying to
makes it smell like a bready type of thing, like a yeasty bready kind of thing.
Yeah, very slight. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to wear it on my skin again and try to look for that brioche to see if I can get it. But initially, I wouldn't have thought that it had that bready or yeasty type.
No, I don't think it's like over the top. Like it doesn't. It's not a gourmand by any means. It's more floral, but it's in there. Yeah, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, you did pretty good with that one.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Number 2. Let's see here. Here's number 2. The number 2 came off, but it's number 2 because all the rest still have the numbers.
Oh, that would have been a disaster.
There we go. Okay.
Hi, Perfume Pat. Welcome.
Hey, Pat. Thanks for joining. All right. So this one, when I smelled it, I thought that it reminded me of a Chypre fragrance, but I'm not overly familiar with them. So I could be wrong because fougères stand out to me, but I don't wear them a lot. Chypres, I don't wear a lot, nor have I been exposed to a ton because it's also not my mom's style, for example. Okay. Or, other women that I'm close to. Yeah, I was around like growing up. So one time only, I've smelled Mitsoko or however from Guerlain. Yeah. And this I think reminds me a little bit of that. Okay. It sort of has that Guerlain-y kind of Chypre vibe to me, I think. I think there's oak moss in it. I think there's sandalwood in it. Okay. And I think that there's some florals, but I don't know what in this one. But like I said, I could be totally wrong because I don't have very much experience with Chypres, but that's what it reminds me
Yeah. Okay. So for number 2, let me make sure that I have number 2 right. Okay. So number 2, I wanted to pick something that I thought you would be familiar with, something that's considered classic. And I'm so glad you said it because it is it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. By Girl On.
I got it. I smelled it once in my life.
Yeah. I thought that, okay, I, at least right now, I'm really getting into sheeps. And I've had this for a while and I fell in love with it. And that's when I realized, like, okay, I need to start venturing into more sheep style fragrances. Yeah. And so for me, this was my introduction to that style and I love it. So I thought, I'm like, okay, I know for sure she's smelled this before, at least once in her life.
Yes, I have smelled it. It's a long time ago.
I was thinking in the way that maybe your mom or grandmother or aunt wore it, but you just said that's not the case.
Yeah.
But you still got it right. So that's really cool.
Amazing. I'm so excited. Oh, thanks, Nats. I appreciate that.
Not Nats, but Tari. Yeah.
I think it's like I have a good memory, like associated with smell more than anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that my nose is any better. I think it's the memory association is good.
Can you put the comments on the screen?
Yeah, I can. I'm sorry.
I can't do it.
Who do you want on there?
Just add lights. Are we talking about sheeps?
Sheeps.
Okay.
So let me. Awesome. Hey, can I ask you real quick before we move on? What concentration is that?
EDP.
Your EDP. Okay, because I really do like that.
So. It has rose, spices, peach, cinnamon, vetiver, some citrus. So yeah, it's classic.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. I might get that because, like I said, it's been a long time and I didn't remember liking it, but I like it. And it, like I said, it reminded me of it.
Yeah, you should revisit it for sure. Okay, so number 2, I apologize in advance. I lost number 2. I can't find it anywhere. What I do is typically I'll spray on my scent of the day. And if it's like, a sample like this or a decant, I will throw it in my bag and travel with it so I can refresh every now and then. Yes, very classic. Mm-hmm. So I think I maybe put it in my bag and probably dropped it somewhere. So luckily I was clever enough. I don't know what told me to do it, but I made some voice notes. So I was able to go back to those voice notes and put them on paper. Okay, so number 2, if I remember correctly, I wish I had it so I can remind myself.
Yeah, I know.
But I found it to be a little bit spicy, maybe cinnamon or anise or something like that.
Cinnamon, yes, you're right.
There was some earthiness, maybe patchouli, I'm not sure. I wrote down here that in the dry down, it became a bit Play-Doh-y.
Oh, interesting.
On my skin, at least. I think on paper it was Play-Doh-y, and also on my skin it became Play-Doh-y. So that's the part that I didn't really like that much.
Yeah.
I also got maybe the fruit part, I'm not sure, but I thought maybe there would be some fruit in there.
There is.
But overall, it reminded me of like a honey tobacco type.
That's good that it did that.
Family, yeah. And I thought maybe, so I compared it to what's it called? Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, and it wasn't
what you should compare it to. It's not that. You're right.
And then I tried it. I compared it to Harriet as well by Parfums de Marly.
It's not that.
And it's not that either.
Those are good comparisons.
It isn't those two, but it's in the same family.
I don't think you've ever smelled this.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. I think it's niche.
It is niche.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yes.
It is Merchant of Venice Arabesque.
Oh, nice. Okay, it's a cute bottle.
Yeah, isn't that bottle beautiful?
Yeah.
So I love this one, and I think it smells, guys. Like if you've smelled Tobacco Vanille, I personally prefer it to Tobacco Vanille. It doesn't go Play-Doh-y on me. Now I love Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille is in my top 2 or 3 Tom Fords, period. But this one I prefer even slightly more. I do really enjoy this one. So the fruit in it is plum, which often is paired with tobacco, as you might expect. There is cinnamon, there's tobacco, there's tonka, there's ginger in here, which I think is kind of sets it a little bit apart. And then I think cedar is, and there's more, but those are kind of the main things I get from that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah, I love the bottle. It's really
good. The bottle is nice. Good. Yeah, everybody likes his bottles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gids. Gids did. If you haven't watched I Am Gids channel before, he did a video. Yeah, he did a video in this house recently, so you can check that out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure if it was
not so late there.
Yeah, he would be here.
Nat, you memorized my collection. Nice. I'll have to ask you when I forget what I have.
Okay, so number 3, I'm really very curious to know your thoughts on number 3, because I think I have a feeling that you're gonna hate it. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So number 3, I hate. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I figured, yeah. Okay.
I had like text conversations with people about this one because I was like, "There's no way this is what this smells like. There's no way." I was like, "It smells like fish."
Okay.
So it smells like fish, like maybe not like the actual fish, but it smells like the fishy water, like fishy water to me.
Okay.
It could be, could be DeAndre. Oh God. So I wore this for about 2 hours and I couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
I had to wash it off.
This was I think I put 3 challenging ones.
Oh, this is the only one I didn't like.
Okay. Good. Okay. So this one was one of them.
Yeah. So in addition to the fishy, watery kind of vibe, I only could manage, because every time I would try to, I really had trouble with this, Amina. Yeah. Every time I tried to smell it, I was like, I can't do it.
Oh.
Can't do it. But I think there could be cardamom in here.
Okay.
And there's something sweet.
Yes.
But I could not smell it long enough to really pull out much, because every time I would sniff it, I'd be like, nope, fish.
Yeah, I know. It's actually, I have it with me. Let me see if I can remind myself, because yes, it's challenging. It's from an indie house that I really do love, but a lot of his scents, at least the ones that I like from this house, tend to be more on the challenging side. He does have some nice, smooth ones, but yeah, okay. So this one is by Sven. SP
and
it's called Funfair. So Funfair is a fragrance. It's one of, I think, 3 or 4 fragrances that Sven and Miguel Matos collaborated with. So this is supposed to be like vacation on the beach. So
okay, well, you're on the beach with the fishes.
Definitely on the beach for sure. But for me, I get like what my body, or what the aromas are around me after I've been in the beach for a while.
Okay, I can see
that.
I
get out of the beach and I walk in the pier, and then there's some vendors selling like deep fried pastries.
That's the sweetness.
Sweetness. There's some saltiness in there. Of course, there's some aquatic notes.
Yeah.
But I find it very sweet and not quite gourmand, but it just reminds me of like churros.
Okay, yeah, that could be like, I wasn't sure if it was cardamom, but I was like, it's some sort of baking spice that's in here. Yeah. That's all I could think was like, there's something sweet and a baking spice.
Yeah, there's cinnamon in there. I'm looking at the notes now. There's cinnamon, there's saffron. I think there's this cumin. Yeah, there's cumin, caramel, sweet notes, some incense, vanilla, ylang ylang, musk. It's a lot going here, a lot more. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Yeah. Heather, you have that one? Do you like it?
Well, we know you don't like it, so.
I usually like fairly similar things to Heather. Not always, but somewhat similar.
I wonder what she thinks about it.
Hey, Rose, how's it going? Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Dr. Rose.
Hey, Francis, how are you? All right. Okay, moving on to number 4, right? That was number 3?
Wait, no, wait. Did I do number 3?
You didn't do your number 3.
Yeah, I didn't do number 3. Okay.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3, spoiler alert, was my least favorite.
Oh, bummer. I was kind of hoping that this would be sneaky. You liked it.
Really? I didn't like it.
That's okay. You don't have to like it.
Okay, so on paper, because what I did when I got them, I sprayed them on paper to get my initial thoughts. Yeah. And then I wore them, on the day we were supposed to wear them. Yeah, number 3 smelled very incomplete. It smelled kind of molecule-y.
Yeah, that's
like it's a fragrance centered around some sort of synthetic molecule. It smelled very synthetic.
Yep.
I hope this is not expensive, because
no, it's not.
Okay, it smells.
Really I tried to like mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, it smells very cheap to me. So when I put it on skin, I still had a hard time smelling it. I did get a little bit of citrus nuances, but that's about it. It's very top layered. There was no depth to it. I was undetectable. I really didn't like it. And if I had to guess, since I know that it's a cheapie, I would say maybe it's one of your solo notes.
No.
Okay. No.
Actually, they actually have. Actually, I do like this one.
Okay.
But I think that the solo notes they're short lived, but I think they're more powerful than this one is in terms of like projection.
Yeah, this, and I thought maybe if I wore it, because I'm anosmic to like Baccarat Rouge 540, I'm also anosmic to what's that synthetic ISOE Super.
Oh yeah.
So I thought maybe this would be like a molecule fragrance or just something.
It's not, but I mean, it could have that in there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can tell you the 3 notes that are listed though.
Okay, well.
So you're right that it would be like really simple, like sort of incomplete. There's only 3 notes. And this is sort of technically a celebrity fragrance in a way. This is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon.
Oh, I hear so many good things about it.
I like this one. But I get what you're saying. I prefer the Amethyst one is my favorite of the Nirvanas. But I sent you this one just to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
This has vanilla, oak, and tuberose are the 3 credited notes that are in here. But yeah, of course it's a cheapie. It's not going to be like supernatural smelling.
I no. This one, honestly, it disappointed me. I was like, oh man, like what is this?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. So okay.
Yeah. So I tried to have a variety in the fragrances that I sent you.
Great, as it would be, Okay, make sure.
All right.
4.
We good for number 4?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Number 4. Okay. So number 4 and 5 are probably my 2 favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also, like I said, number 1 was pleasant. I think I'll probably get Misoku at some point. Yeah. So this one, I thought right away, it reminds me of a rose oud kind of fragrance. I thought that there could be saffron and leather in here as well, potentially, but I wasn't certain about those. I thought rose and oud mostly. And I don't know what else is in there besides like occasionally I got a whiff of something that reminded me of something leathery or that reminded me of maybe saffron. But I do really like this one. It's not like how some of those rose ouds are like super overpowering. This one's more like it's a quieter type of rosy oud fragrance. It's not like it's not barnyardy to me.
Okay.
But I like that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it because it's one of my favorites from this specific house.
Is it a Francesca Bianchi?
No. No. I didn't send any Francesca Bianchi because I felt like that was expected.
I know, it sure was. I was like, is one of these for me?
I didn't send any of that. Smart. But this one is, where is it? Okay, here it is. It's Diptyque's Oud Palau. So you were right in saying it was a oud rose or rose oud fragrance because that's exactly what it is. It does have notes of tobacco, vanilla, some patchouli as well. Where did I spray it? Yeah, here. And I thought that this one would be a little bit more challenging for some people because of the oud, and I think that's what's maybe giving you that leatheriness.
Yeah. Well, but and sometimes saffron also I pull, like sometimes it smells like saffron and oud fragrances to me sometimes as well. So like I said, I wasn't really certain that those were in there, but I was like, it's rose and oud and then some other stuff.
For sure. It's a rose and oud fragrance. And there's also rum in here as well. So I think it's really
did I actually I put that in my chicken scratch handwriting. You guys, my handwriting is so bad. I put could be a citrus.
Yeah, you should see mine. There's a lot of question marks and parentheses and all that. Very unclear and unsure.
I was like, there's road oud, maybe some saffron, maybe leather. And then at the end, I was like, could be citrus in here. I feel like maybe.
It's always like that when you're focused too much and you're smelling it too hard and you start making things up. And
absolutely.
But I love Diptyque's Oud Palau, so I'm glad you enjoyed that one.
Nice, yeah. I need to try more Diptyque because I only have Eau Dwell from them.
Yeah, so I think Diptyque, Eau Dwell's the only other Diptyque I have, and I've tried others like sampled, and I think to me this one is the most. I don't want to say stand out, but stand out, but more potent, more in your face. I find the other ones. I mean, minus a few, there are a few exceptions, but for the most part are quite soft, laid back. And
yeah. I think so. Yeah. They seem like that approach, which makes sense. I mean, they kind of, they started off with candles, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. Okay. I have notes on both sides of this. Okay. So on the paper, to me, this smelled kind of gourmand, like a.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Like.
Absolutely.
No, I'm unsure, but I wrote here on paper smells gourmand. It was kind of buttery, kind of sweet and salty at the same time. I even thought maybe there was toffee or caramel. Okay. When I sprayed it on my skin, however, I didn't like the opening at all. The opening threw me off a lot. I didn't like it. I preferred it on paper, but after wearing it for about an hour or so, it then mellowed out a little bit. And to me, I still found it to be a little bit gourmand, but not as gourmand as it smelled like on the paper.
Yeah.
This, I couldn't tell you whether it's niche or designer. If I had to guess, I don't know. Designer.
Okay. I think that's fair. Okay. Because I think that this is a house that makes fragrances that smell like designer fragrances for the most part. Yeah. Even if they're not. So are you ready?
Yeah.
It's a cuppy cake.
Oh. Okay.
So this one is called Passion de l'Amour.
Okay.
And you're right that it does smell gourmand to me as well. And it has notes in it that lean kind of gourmand. I think there's raspberry, I think is supposed to be in here, but then there's vanilla. But then this also has oud and patchouli in there, and saffron and bergamot and some other stuff.
Okay, well, I was way off because.
But you're right that it is sweet, and it does have some gourmandy kind of notes in there. Okay. But I do get like a little bit of oud from it, not a ton. It's like a real easy to wear kind of.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't say, if I had to guess, I wouldn't say that there was any oud in there.
Yeah.
It's pleasant though. It's a pleasant smell. I just didn't really care for the opening on my skin, but it did get better as I wore it.
Bougie fragrance is cuppy cake queen. You're right. Especially now. I only have 3 cuppy cakes left now.
Oof, I have none. I'm trying not to get into that because I know how I can be. I sampled a few at, I think it was Neiman Marcus. They have them there. And they were okay. They were okay. I wasn't too crazy about them. I don't think they're my style.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're your style either. This was the one that I had that I thought you would like, maybe. Yeah. Okay. But I wasn't sure. But
it's nice. It is nice. I did enjoy wearing it, but it's just the opening that threw me off. But after that, it was fine.
Yep. All right. Okay. Last one.
Okay.
So number 5, here we go. Now, number 5, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm not really sure what this is at all. Okay. I'm going to spray it again. I do like it though. I enjoyed this. This was like a kind of a short-lived or quiet fragrance on me. Okay. I would say, what did I put in my notes? I think it's either orange or tangerine, some sort of a citrus that's leaning that way in here. Mm-hmm. I thought there's potentially, what does that say? Probably.
You have to decipher your own handwriting.
I don't know what that says. I think that there could potentially be heliotrope in there because I'm getting a lotiony vibe. In the dry down, I got a lotiony vibe. Mm-hmm. It's not cold here right now, Pat. It was like freaking 80 here today. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty hot here too.
What else did I write?
I'm located in Houston.
Yeah, it's hot there all the time.
It's hot always. Yeah, I think it went up to 80, 88 or something today.
Yeah, so I think I wrote, it's like fresh, it's light, it's maybe a little dewy.
Okay.
I have probably something, but I have no clue what that word is that follows probably. Maybe I just wrote probably not after heliotrope.
Okay.
But it was just because it like kind of got lotiony, which then makes me think maybe heliotrope.
Gotcha. Okay. And this is you wearing it on your skin, right?
Yeah, on my skin. On the paper, I don't get all that. On the paper, I mostly just get like the citrusy kind of opening and some dewiness, like some greeny dewiness kind of thing. But on my skin, it got like in the dry down after a couple hours, it started to smell a little bit lotiony on me.
Okay, so there is orange and bergamot in this one, and I chose this one because it features a note that I know you struggle with.
Is it jasmine?
So to me, this is my like scent because
I didn't pick up anything in here that I dislike, so
okay,
I don't know what that is.
So it's a jasmine scent.
It's probably jasmine.
But it's a jasmine. It's a spicy jasmine, and to me, I feel like when you add spices to jasmine, it just takes it up so many notches, and it becomes something very beautiful. And this is by the Different Company, and it's Jasmine de Nuit.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's a very lovely scent. It has jasmine, of course. There's some cinnamon, some cardamom, amber, anise. There's some patchouli and sandalwood as well. So I'm glad you like a jasmine scent.
Yes, I like a lot. I do like several others, but this is not heady or indolic at all.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't say halitosis again. And I was like,
no, this is like a really light kind of fragrance.
Yeah,
I didn't get any of that. And even when I smelled it, I was like, I don't know what this is.
No, but the Different Company, I think, is a house that's slept on. They have really interesting creative scents with some really impressive noses behind them, but no one really talks about them as much. And yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, I love this scent. I love it. I think it's great. Jasmine de Nuit, the Different.
Yeah, I like that one. It's very pleasant.
Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I'm really happy.
Number 4 and 5 were probably my 2 favorites, but also then I like Mitsoku. Or Mitsoku, I don't know how you say it.
Okay, so Funfair was a
no.
Okay.
And what was the first one? The Bon Parfumer.
It's 902, so they have like all their fragrances are numbers, and then they highlight 3 of the main notes on the side. Yes. So this one is Armagnac, blonde tobacco, and what was it? Cinnamon, yeah. And they're quite affordable as well, this brand. I think a lot of people don't really talk about
I saw that they're on, Indigo Perfumery. I shop online, but they're located in Ohio. Okay. So they get here usually pretty fast, and they have decent samples. Yeah. But I saw they carry them, and they're like 40 something, like maybe $42 or something for a bottle.
Yeah, they have 30 mils, and I think this is a 100 mil. I didn't realize.
I'm sure 100 mil is probably more than that. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The bottles were inexpensive. That's all I know.
Very. So it was. D'Angelo's asking if 902 is unisex. I mean,
I think it leans masculine.
Yeah, I think it leans masculine too, but anyone can wear it. I like to wear it. I think it's very cozy, even after you wear it on the skin for a while. It becomes kind of nice and spicy and warm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Do it. Okay, so number 5 from me, right? Number 5, like I said, I wore it twice.
Yeah, you used a lot of that.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I want to even guess at least the house of the fragrance. Okay, go for it. But let me grab my notes. Oh wait, I didn't put notes because I wanted to go off the dome. But it was my favorite out of all 5. In the opening, it's very it's kind of smoky. I don't know if it's incense or smoke, and very peppery. Okay. I found it very spicy, very peppery, and yeah, very earthy, spicy, incensey. And then I'm wearing it now, and it lasts forever. When I sprayed it, there was a nice sheen all over my arms. It was really nice. Yeah. I find it to be very high quality.
I agree.
The dry down is it's kind of soft, but I was smelling it on myself all day today. I was out in the town. I had my mask on, and I could still smell myself.
Yeah, so I agree.
Everyone could smell me. But I found the dry down to be really to be a little bit sweeter than a lot of bit sweeter than the opening. It's very smooth. I found it to have a lot of depth and complexity. I think. Do I want to guess?
Go for it.
I know it's niche, but if I had to guess, I only have experience with just a few from this house, but I think it could be an Amouage fragrance.
No, but that's a compliment because Amouage are really high quality.
Yeah, because I found it to be very just complex. There's a lot going on with it.
Yeah,
but it
absolutely.
Just, I don't know, it was really nice. This was my favorite. I loved it. Yeah, and excellent. I think maybe, I don't want to say it's slightly animalic, but
I expected you to really love this one. I really love this one.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite, from this particular indie house.
Okay.
And it is called Memoirs of a Trespasser.
This is Memoirs of a Trespasser.
Yeah, from
Wow.
Imaginary Authors.
Okay.
So there's your note breakdown. You have some vanilla, guaiac wood, myrrh, bergamot, benzoin, ambrette, and oak.
Wow. Ambrette. Yeah. Okay. I love this. It was my favorite one out of the bunch. And I haven't tried any from the house, Imaginary Authors. So
you haven't?
No, actually, it's a lie. I got a sample of the burning one.
Oh, City on Fire.
I
That's the smokiest of all smoky fragrances I've ever smelled in my life.
I wasn't. I like smoky fragrances, but I can't wear that one.
Can I close my camera for a second? I'm gonna grab something to show you.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second.
Hi guys. Okay, so scent of the night, super basic, Sauvage Parfum. Have you guys tried any what's it called? Imaginary Authors before?
I know Hillary definitely is.
Yeah, I need to get on it.
Yeah, you got to try. So here, this is what I wanted to show you guys, and Amina especially, but for anybody who's interested and has never tried Imaginary Authors, which is probably one of the most successful indie brands from the United States, I would say. If you go on their website, you can order other places too, but I recommend going on your website because you can get, this is their sample set. Mm-hmm. All their packaging looks like little books and it's adorable. But if you go on their website, you can pick out the fragrances you want and they come like this on the inside.
Okay.
And so you get 8 little fragrances. And they threw in an extra one for free when I ordered this. And then when I ordered my bottle, they threw in a couple samples too.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I think this is a pretty decent value. And like I said, you get to pick which 8 you want.
Okay.
And it's
how many do they have in their collection in total? Do you know?
No, I would say I know that some have been discontinued, but I would say currently they probably have 12 to 15 max.
Okay.
So yeah, if you get this, you can get the majority of them.
Yeah.
At least half of them. You can get at least half of them if you do that. So I would recommend that. I'm going to be doing a video on Imaginary Authors at some point. I've been meaning to for months now. Okay. But yeah, I really enjoy that house. Telegramma, is that what it's called? Yeah, Telegramma is probably my next purchase. But I also really like, in case you're interested, St. Julep, Slow Explosions, Oh Unknown.
Okay.
And I think those are great.
I think I also tried Slow Explosions. That's a lie. The same time that I ordered those 2 samples, or the samples with City on Fire, I also got Slow Explosions, and I did enjoy that one.
I haven't tried Sundrunk, but I want to try that one. I think Hillary really likes that one. I think. Do you, Hillary? Am I making that up? Anyway, yeah, I want to try that one too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my favorite one out of the bunch, which I said it reminded me of Amouage because it was so, I found it to be it had a lot going on. I thought it was very complex and done really, really well.
Yeah, I agree, Steph. Sometimes I do too. A lot of them that I wear to bed are more simple.
Mm.
Nice. So do you like that? It sounds good to me. I used to love those things.
Yeah, I think we all were kind of obsessed at one point.
Mm-hmm. Do we like floral scents? Do you like floral scents?
It depends. If it has other things going on, yeah. But if it's straight floral, I can't.
Yeah, I would say I would agree. I rarely there's a few. There are a few floral scents that are straight floral that I like, but not many. Iris, like a straight iris scent, I'm down for. I love iris. And rose. I like rose pretty well. Not all. Some of them, both iris and rose can smell really dated if it's not blended with certain things. But iris and rose prominent fragrances I often like. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of iris. I can handle iris in very small amounts, trace amounts. But if it's a predominantly
I love it,
iris scent, I can't. It's so powdery.
Not always. It's not always powdery.
Usually, I don't know. I just
So Amina hates anything that smells powdery.
Yeah.
So which one was I thinking that you wouldn't like? I don't remember. One of them I thought.
One of the ones you sent me?
Yeah, maybe it was bourbon that I thought you might not like.
Yeah.
No, because it maybe
that's my least favorite out of them.
Yeah.
But okay, I need to get the name of the number 2, the one that reminded me of.
Even though it smelled like Play-Doh on you.
Yeah, I mean, not to get it, but just to look into the house because I thought it was good quality.
So that's Merchant of Venice.
Okay, Merchant of Venice.
Merchant of Venice is the house.
Okay.
And like I said, Gitz has a video there. He like got a sample pack of them.
Yeah.
So you can check that out too.
Okay.
Besides Arabesque, I think Arabesque is considered like kind of their star. Okay. But I think Rococo, is that how you say it? I think that one's pretty highly, what's the word I'm looking for? Sought after? I don't know. Yeah. People like it. And then Phoenicia or something like that. There's one called that I think a lot of people really like. But yeah, you can check out that house. Yeah. Okay. And then, are you going to get Memoirs of a Trespasser?
It's on my list now, for sure. Yeah. I think, this is my sample, so it won't be a blind buy, obviously. Yeah. But I may just have to get it and also get the Discovery set, because...
yeah, you should get the Discovery set for sure.
Imaginary Authors has been a house that's been on my list to try for a really long time, and I don't know why I just didn't do it. And to be honest with you, Memoirs of a Trespasser is one that I was like, if I just read the notes, I wouldn't be super keen on trying it.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I thought that you would like it.
Yeah.
But hey, Nellie, it's okay. I thought you would like it, but I thought it was one that you probably were not interested in because it looks like a vanilla fragrance. Like when you look at the notes, you're like, oh, it's a vanilla fragrance. And I know you don't necessarily dislike them, but you just aren't interested in that.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, she might actually like this, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad do you get any smokiness in it at all?
Not too much. No, a little bit, like a tiny bit. I kind of know what you're saying when you say it's like spicy and smoky.
Yeah.
This cap is so hard to get off. I get what you're saying. It's like a little bit. It's not like overly so. I think Lune Feline is a little bit more smoky than this.
Okay.
But I do get a little bit here, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to add it to my list. And where do you get it from? You said Indie Sense or?
Oh, no, I actually get this from their website. I was talking about from Indigo Perfumery, the Bond Parfum. Yeah. But Indigo Perfumery, or is that what it's called? I think so. Indigo something. They have like spray samples. If you're ever looking for niche or indie spray samples, they have not all the brands, but they have some indie and niche stuff.
Those are not.
Yeah, I mean, if I can't find it anywhere besides Lucky Scent, then I'll do it. But yeah, Indigo and Crystal fragrances. Have you ever got samples from there? Those are great. Those are great. And what's the other one? Oswald NYC does spray. Ones too.
Okay.
Yeah, those three I like because they're all sprays.
I see. Oh, they're talking about Kajal. I actually got my first bottle of Kajal. And it was, have you tried any Kajal fragrances?
I've only tried Yasmina. Is that one?
Which one?
Is it Yasmina? Is that one?
Okay. I think that is one.
Yeah. I can't remember the name. I think that's it. But I've had a sample of one and I did like it. But that's the only one I've tried.
Yeah.
Yes, please subscribe to Amina's channel.
Thank you.
I know that most of you watching probably already are. But if you're not subscribed to Amina's channel, it should already be linked in my description box. I try to do that ahead of time. So go ahead and click down in the description box and subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. Also, we're going to do another live on her channel before too long. So definitely do that. And then you can see us together again on there.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you have Kajal today. Very nice.
Yeah.
That's a house I need to get some samples of.
Yeah. I just tried the leather one. It's called Warek, I think. It's like, I think it's rose, oud, and leather, but it's like leather forward.
Okay.
If you don't like leather, then you don't like it. But I love it. I think it's great. But my sister frowned. She was like,
Well, how old is she?
16.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I think she's young and probably most young girls don't like leather fragrances.
Yeah, probably not. But.
Making an assumption, but yeah. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, well, this was fun. I'm so glad we were able to do this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, Steph doesn't like leather.
Oh, I love leather though. I mean, I think it's done so many different ways. It can be very, very subtly where you can't even detect it, but it just gives it a little bit of darkness or a tad bitterness or smokiness. But I like my leather scents,
Yeah, I think if you like don't really like leather, but you want to try a little bit more, maybe look into Guerlain Cuir Beluga or Bottega Veneta EDP. Those are suede kind of leather scents, and they're softer and they're smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it. Yasmina. Yeah, that's the one I tried, Jonathan. I really liked that one. Yeah, but that's the only one. I would like to try some more because I don't just want to like buy a bottle after only trying one. But I did really like that one.
That's what did I sample the other day? I'm sampling okay fine fragrances at the moment. I've been sampling them for a long time, but I've just been wearing one, a few times.
Yeah.
And I want to buy it, but then I'm like, maybe I should hold off because I haven't tried the rest of them. What if I try the rest of them?
I know. I always like that.
More. Yeah. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast doing this. I would highly recommend, even if you don't have YouTube, like if you have a friend who's also into fragrances, swap some samples and see what you think. Because, like you never know what you're going to like. You might, like Amina said, she wasn't interested in Memoirs of a Trespasser, and that's her favorite one. So
yeah, I loved it.
Thanks, Margie. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully do that very soon. I have a lot of videos I need to film.
Same. I've been slacking like crazy.
Yeah, me too. I've been on fall break this week, and I've been trying to like catch up on errands and chores that I can't get done when I have work. But yeah,
I understand.
All right. Well, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amina. It was a blast. Definitely, like I said, subscribe to Amina's channel if you haven't already, although I'm sure most of you are. She's fantastic, funny, intelligent, great reviews. Always will introduce you to some fragrances you've never heard of. So please do subscribe to her. And again, thanks for joining. I will see you guys later. Bye.